Hello everyone, I do apologize for abruptly cutting off that video. My phone has a 4 GB max file size, so basically as soon as we got to this screen is when it got cut off. It works out that it's a funny cliffhanger, but basically when I saw this screen I knew that the BIOS is unlocked and we have everything available to us. We're going to quickly jump into power and performance and go straight here. So what you can see here is boot performance mode, max non-turbo performance, that's fine. The important bit is these config TDP ones. And this is vanilla settings. I did not change this. This is how it came. So it comes in TDP up, which means right here that you see power limit 1, 7 watts, power limit 2, 15 watts. And there's 3 TDP levels that you can choose from, and those are down below. We can take a look at those down here. These you can set. So like here you can see this is TDP nominal settings. And you can say power limit 1 is 5 watts, and power limit 2 on nominal settings is 7 watts. And you can specify these as you're going down. Right now, these are using the default settings. And in TDP up mode, that defaults to the first power limit, which is 7 watts, and the second power limit, which is 15 watts. I'm going to leave this at vanilla settings. I think that this device is going to favor being at 7 watts initially, especially all the benchmarks that GPD has released. It seems more 7 watts-ish to me, but I'm going to be running some tests and we're going to be taking a look at those values in real time. So we'll be able to see what that looks like. Here's some of the other settings that we have going on. There is a tremendous... This is basically what the tech list was. Everything is just wide open to us. And then over in here, we should have like an overclocking lock. Yep, okay, so this is already disabled. So this is one of the things that we need for XTU. XTU is also available on the net. It should be outside of this, in this overclocking performance menu, I believe. Let's go ahead. Oh, my daughter is singing. My daughter's a character. Okay, so maximum GT frequency. Now look, now the 7Y30 has a max frequency of 900. But we can go up to 1.2 gigahertz. That's considerably higher than 7Y75. I don't know if we can actually reach that high max GT frequency. I'm not going to touch this right now. I'm going to run a lot of games at vanilla settings because this is what people are going to be having outside of the box. Default settings, default max frequency for 7Y30 is 900 megahertz. Still plenty high, but going up to 1.2 gigahertz, even if that's possible. I mean, if it's within, if you probably underclocked the CPU to reach 1.2 gigahertz on the GPU. There is, I also have to link that in here. I'm going to put a Discord link so that if anyone wants to join us, we've been talking about me and my tracking number for a while now. So if anyone wants to come and talk to us about GPD stuff, there is a Discord link that's going to be on the YouTube channel. Please come on down. But there is someone from Intel that is in the Discord channel, and he was saying that if you just slightly underclock the CPU, the GPU will more freely go up to its max frequency. So you'll go up to like 8 watts instead of 10 watts or 11 watts. He also said to me that 11 watts is the basic limit of this device. There is a voltage regulator on the 7Y30 itself that kind of won't go over that. So in some cases where, for me, the CPU speed on 7Y30 is pretty fast. So even if we did underclock the CPU a little and tried gaming, ideally I think we're going to be hitting 1.1 gigahertz. 1.2 gigahertz is ridiculously fast. These are some thermal settings that we can mess with. There is no real reason that we should mess with these since we now have a fan that is operational. You can actually hear it. Well, if my daughter's not screaming in the background. All right. All right. So what else do we have here? Active trip points, fan speed. Oh, can we control fan speed? Active thermal reporting. CPU fan speed 65. Fan speed that EC will use if OS is hung. CPU temp failsafe temp that EC will use if OS is hung. So I guess if the guy like blue screens, it'll kind of kick up the fan a little. If these values are going to be controlling the fan. GPD did say that the BIOS is controlling the fan. Platform settings, firmware configuration. This is test. This is exactly how the tech list was. Enable wireless charge. So none of these things, like these, if none of these are actually like wired internally, like you're not going to get wireless charging on this. That's not going to happen on this. So you just basically have all these options despite not actually being able to use them. USB port 1, USB port 2, RTD3 support. USB 3 devices will be exposed as RTD3 capable. What is RTD3? Well, it's enabled. I apologize, I don't know what RTD is. VR staggering delay. We don't have a RealSense 3 camera. So in here we should see XTU. That says WDT enable. Overclocking feature. Performance menu for performance and memory. So I'm going to go ahead and enable this. XTU interface right there. So this is what you would use if you wanted to use Intel's XTU, and then you can overclock in software. So you don't even have to touch anything in the BIOS to be doing things to overclock the CPU. You're not going to be able to touch the GPU, not from what I remember. Adaptive override. If we can override the voltage. So some of these things we're going to have to like start digging into the community. Once the community starts getting these devices, I would love for the community to kind of figure out what is a nice balance for this. Because especially like what that Intel guy was saying in the Discord channel, just slightly, it's like 0.8 millivolt or something that he said to undervolt the CPU would be enough for the GPU to go full frequency. I have to remember, I'm probably misquoting him, but it seemed like a very small number, a very small change to allow the GPU to feel like it had enough headroom to upscale its frequency. And he said that it should take around 8 watts. And 8 watts to still hit a significantly high CPU threshold while also making sure that we can boost in GPU is worthwhile to me. Security is not a big deal. Chipset. Memory configuration. Memory third. My daughter is going crazy. Memory training algorithms. Oh man, memory configuration. Populated and enabled. Okay, so look, we have channel 0 slot 0 and channel 1 slot 0 are both populated, and they're using Samsung chips, 2 ranked, dual rank. Channel 0 slot 0, channel 1 slot 0. So this should be in a dual channel configuration. That seems correct. Yeah. Yeah, because these two would be right next to each other. Yeah, so it's like A1, B1. This is actually, yeah, this is correct. Yeah, so it is, this is dual channel. Perfect. Graphics configuration. I'm on skip scanning of external. Yeah, we don't need that. A lot of these, right here in this configuration, you will, might inadvertently disable the iGPU and you won't have a display anymore. So please be careful with what you're doing in here. GTD size, aperture size. This... everyone wants me to do a vanilla state. What does this go up to? This goes up to 60. So this right here, this DVMT total graphics memory, we could boost this up to max, and this is like for shared memory. Graphics low power mode, we can disable that. But I'm going to leave it enabled right now. A lot of these settings that I'm going to have right now, even though I've changed stuff, when I go to exit, I'm not going to save any of these things. But yeah, SATA controller enabled, AHCI. What else do we have here? Intel RST Premium. That's cool. So rapid storage technology. So we can do RAID with one thing. That's not worth it. SATA controller speed Gen 3 is what it's probably going to. That's going to be 600 megabytes a second. Hard disk drive, device type. Why is this not set to solid state? Does it matter? But like, these are the types of things that definitely we're going to need the community's help with, because there's way too many settings for a single person to go through. Here we can see it's a Phison SATA SS. Hot plug disabled. Oh, we can make it hot pluggable. That's cool. Solid state. Oh, this is solid state. Okay. I was looking at another one. right? Up here. Yes. Okay, so this is actually set as solid state. Everything's fine. Perfect. USB configuration. Perfect. Security, HD audio. Okay, compliance mode. High display, HD audio, advanced configuration. Whew, man, this is so awesome. I really hope that they keep this open for all of us. I mean, it's already set pretty well for even vanilla state. For a lot of people, I'm sure they're not going to want to touch anything. But if you want to do overclocking on the CPU, if emulation is not absolutely perfect, so right now I'm going to go to discard changes and exit. So if emulation isn't perfect at the moment. Oh, also I apologize that I don't have like correct lighting in here right now. My my nice lights are battery powered, and they ran out of juice while I was doing this. So it doesn't matter. We're just kind of like looking at this. We were looking at a BIOS screen. Doesn't need to be brightly lit. Alrighty, so that's taking a look at the BIOS of everything. This is the end of the unboxing part. I'm gonna start doing videos now on games. I've already installed Afterburner and RivaTuner. Latest 15.60 Intel drivers on here, which has the latest Vulkan 1.0.62 API on there. It's time to get cooking. I'm gonna definitely pump out that video tonight. Thank you so much for watching.